Now some guys getting their thinking caps on. This is stretch time, and it's a close one. 2-point game. Yellow on top of blue. 3:32 remaining here at the 2007 Jordan Brand All-American Classic. Well, Heather standing by with some Jordan Classic royalty. What do you got, Heather?
Indeed, Chris Paul joining us now from New Orleans. And Chris, I'm sorry your season's over, but the NBA playoffs did start today. So some early predictions for you on who you think is going to be in the finals, who's going to win the whole thing.
Man, it's tough. There's a lot of great teams out there, and a lot of people are playing well. But I think Dallas might be the favorite. You know, they're playing extremely well. Dirk has had a great season, and they have great team chemistry.
You had a chance to speak to the players yesterday. What were you able to share with them?
Man, I just told those guys how much of an honor this is to play in the best arena in the world in front of, you know, the best player that ever played a game, MJ. You know, I played in this game when I was in high school. I told them just come out here and have fun, and this will definitely be something they never forget.
All right, well, we'll let you have some fun and enjoy the game. Thanks so much for your time, Eric.
Heather, thank you so much. Chris Paul, 2003, he didn't win the MVP of this game, but there's a reason for that. A guy by the name of LeBron James took the hardware home in 2003.
I think Chris Paul said it pretty well, though, huh? Playing on the best stage for basketball in front of the greatest player ever. What these kids are getting to do tonight, this Jordan Brand Classic. And to back up my point about Chris Wright going to Georgetown, he's got 14 points and 7 assists tonight. I'm still
just
saying
the best in the entire class in
4
2007.
years from now, Chris Wright in Georgetown will say that guy ended up being as good as anybody.
Patrick Patterson makes the first.
Well, that's different than saying the best. Is he the best or as good as some of the others?
He's going to be the best when it's all said and
So
done.
he's better than anybody in the class 2007.
At the point guard
I'm going to hold you to that.
At the point guard spot.
Patterson misses the free throw that would have tied this one at 111. Yellow hanging on by the skin of their teeth right now. And a near steal. Oh, call it a steal. Wright has it deflect off of Rose's hand. Turnover goes back to Wright and the blue team.
It is the Wright show, without a doubt.
Wright hasn't done much wrong.
Neither of them, huh?
Yeah, we got 2 rights in this game, but no wrong. What a pass. Right to Bayless.
A star is born.
What a pass.
Broadway musical.
Inside, Singler gets the 2 back.
Speaking of, if you get a chance to go see Legally Blonde, go see it on Broadway. Big time production.
How about Jersey? Jersey Boys?
I couldn't get tickets. I'm not Steve Lavin in this town.
Mamma Mia, Wicked.
You get Jersey Boys, I get Legally Blonde. That's the difference in Steve Lavin and Jimmy Dykes. Look at my guy passing this basketball from about 30 feet away right to the front of the rim.
Over the top. Good finish, too. Midair. Balance.
Jared Bayless is 6'3", heading to Arizona. That's the explosiveness that he brings to the floor next year for Lute Olson. Just a player.
Blue team with the basketball, trailing by a point. Bayless guarded by Rose. Working off a screen by Patterson. And a whistle, reach in. We're going to have a free throw opportunity for Jared Bayless.
You know, earlier in the broadcast, I started the point I wanted to finish, and that is kids today have a smoother transition from high school to college because the exposure they receive, playing under the bright lights, tournaments coast to coast, and as a result, they're on television, playing before national TV audiences. They're covered in the USA Today. 15, 20 years ago, a player, when he hit a college campus, was bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, might have a little stage fright in the first big-time game he plays in. Not anymore. These kids step in like Kevin Durant. Here's the Gatorade play of the game as we look at Austin Freeman off the glass. Happy birthday, the Hail Mary.
Steve, I agree with your point. I mean, these are kids that are so well-traveled for the last 10 years before they ever get to this level of their senior year in high school. So they've seen an awful lot. A lot of gyms, a lot of different sets of eyes have been on them, a lot of evaluations, and now they step in as a true freshman, at least kids like in this game tonight, ready to produce from day one.
Rose, smelling sweet, gives the yellow team a 1-point lead again.
One of the things I like that Nike's doing is they're doing more drill work. They're going away from just playing lots of games during the summertime. They're going to have position camps for their elite level players, do the drill work to refine their game, polish their skill set, and that's going to translate into having success when you go back to playing full court 5-on-5. And
sure,
that's a great point of emphasis. George Raveling, the head of Global Nike, one of the former coaches at Iowa and USC and Washington State. He's kind of spearheaded that movement with Nike on how hiring people like Kevin Eastman to come in during the summer times and work with their elite level players. That's important because that's what the foreign team's been doing for years. Less games, more drill work. The foreign teams play together for a longer period of time. That's why they've beaten us in U.S. competition. Nice take.
Good move by Kyle Singler. Kid out of Medford, Oregon, playing at Duke next year, gets the 2, and he's whacked.
That message you just said, Steve, is, in my opinion, see Kyle Singler again with toughness that he's going to bring to Duke, because he takes the ball from about 25 feet, gets whacked hard, but keeps his eyes up. That's the same kind of message. If Michael Jordan was allowed to talk to these kids this week, he would talk about the importance of getting in the gym and working on your individual skill set.
Well, that's how you add a different dimension each offseason to your game. You improve on vulnerabilities or weaknesses. And nice.
Look at the great play by Derrick Rose with the steal, and the finish at the rim by Jeff Robinson. That play was made by the athleticism of Derrick Rose.
I like the full court pressure here late in the game.
Bayless trying to get 3 back. No, and Patterson, oh, he was undercut from behind. Nothing intentional, but Jeff Robinson, a dangerous play. Patterson almost took a nasty spill.
Boy, quick hands, the deflection, the alertness, the presence of mind by Rose there along the sideline to give the ball up in transition. Just a windup. Tom Seaver, Vida Blue fastball throwing through the rim. I guess it should be Goose Gossage because we're in New York. Let's go with Guidry or Gossage.
Look at Patrick Patterson on that free throw stripe right now. Again, one of the 3 undecided: Duke, Florida, Kentucky. I think West Virginia could play in the picture as well. What you love about Patrick Patterson, though, in my opinion, not only is he a top talent, he's got a motor. 6'8", 230 pounds. You don't have to kickstart him to get him going. This is a guy that I think brings it every night.
Donte Greene leading all sides in scoring. He's the only man with 20 points or more.
You know, we talked about the importance of drill work and foreign players and foreign teams catching up to the U.S. The last couple years, there's been a number right around 80, a little over 80 or under 80 of foreign players opening up on NBA rosters, opening season NBA rosters, having around 80 to 82 players.
Derrick Rose gets inside, and he's fouled by Kufo.
Now the point there is it's a compressed margin for error. There's more